Good day. It is April the 1st. I hope none of you got too pranked by any April Fool's jokes. And today marks the 6th year, I believe, the 6th year since I started doing this. Congratulations to all you who managed to stick with me. I know I can be quite boring or silly at times. And today, and I would like to thank all of you who did stick with me. Today we're going to continue John 16, between verses 25 through 28, and Proverbs 1. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me at 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. And, I should say, this was inspired by a request from Borderline Sunshine. Love you, honey. John 16, starting at 25. I have spoken these things to you in figures of speech. An hour is coming when I will no longer speak to you this way, but will tell you plainly about the Father. 26. In that day you will ask in my name. I am not saying that I will ask the Father on your behalf. 27. For the Father himself loves you, because you have loved me and believed that I came from the Father. 28. I have come from the Father and entered the world. In turn, I will leave the world and go to the Father. 25. I have spoken these things to you in figures of speech. These things to teach what he taught. An hour is coming when I will no longer speak to you this way. He's speaking to you in allegories. He's not going to speak to him that way anymore. But will plainly tell you plainly about the Father. Sorry, a phone went. But will tell you plainly about the Father in order to, he's going to say, this is the way it is. He's going to state. 26. In that day you will ask in my name. I'm not saying that I will ask the Father on your behalf. That day is the Pentecost day and onward. You will know what is able to be asked. So long as you have the advocate, you may ask the Father through me. So instead of asking Jesus, I'm going to ask the advocate to ask the Father through Jesus. 27. But the Father himself loves you, because you have loved me and believed that I came from the Father. The Father himself, without my intercession, he loved you as a father's love. The you and me, here, you have loved me is emphatic. You, especially. Not you as, just a general you. That's because love begetteth love. 28. I came from the Father and entered the world. In turn, I will leave the world and go to the Father. I came out from the Father. I was sent from the Father on a mission. And I came and I accomplished it. And now I'm going to go back to the Father. Proverbs 1. Now, Proverbs is a book of general guidelines which, if followed consistently, will result in a more godly and better life for you. Proverbs 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. That's who wrote most of the Proverbs. 2. To know wisdom and instruction, to comprehend the words of understanding. 3. To receive the discipline of wisdom, justice, and right and equity. 4. To give prudence to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. 5. That the wise man may hear and increase in learning, and the man of understanding may attain wise counsels. And 6. To understand a proverb and a figure and the words of the wise and their dark sayings. You are going to be gaining all this. For you comprehend and understand, you will receive discipline. Discipline is doing things you don't want to do. Justice and right and equity. It's not natural to people. Knowledge and discretion is also not. You receive that. That you may increase in learning for the wise man. That means he wants to and he's being diligent. and a man of understanding may attain wise counsels. Again, he is diligent, and to understand what people are really saying. 7. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but the foolish despise wisdom and discipline. Fear is worship and right standing with God. It's worship, it's love, and it's reverent fear. The foolish don't want to do that. 8. Hear, my son, the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the teaching or the Torah of thy mother. Listen to your parents. 9. For they shall be a chaplet of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. They'll make you look good. 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, hey, come on, let's go, say, nope. Just say no. 11. If they say, come on with us, come with us, let us lie in wait for blood. Let us lurk for innocent without cause. Let's rob and kill. No, don't do it. 12. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave and the whole as they'll go down into the pit. We'll take everything they have. 13. We shall find all precious substance, and we'll fill our house with a spoil, and we'll live off that stealing. 14. Cast in thy lot among us, let us all have one purse. We'll split everything equally. Yeah, that's right. 15. My son, walk not thou in the way with them, restrain thy foot from their path. Don't go near them. 16. For their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed blood. They only do evil, and they want to kill. 17. For in vain is a net spread in the eyes of any bird. You'll be found out and caught. 18. And these lie in wait for their own blood. They lurk for their own lives. They will turn on you in a heartbeat. 19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain. It takes away the life of the owners thereof. You will die. You will die. Now this part in the next section is a different part. 20. Wisdom crieth aloud in the streets. She uttereth her voice in the broad places. 21. She calleth at the head of the noisy streets, at the entrance of the gates, in the city. She uttereth her words. She is everywhere, and she's making herself known. She's not hiding. This is wisdom. 22. How long, ye thoughtless, will you love thoughtlessness? How long will scorners delight in scorning, and fools hate knowledge? How long are you going to be an idiot? 23. Turn you at my reproof, and behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. Listen when I tell you you're in error, and I will help you. I will help you understand. 24. Because I have called, and ye have refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man attended. In other words, she's calling, wisdom is calling, and people are not listening. She's offering to help, and no one is accepting the offer. 25. But ye have said naught of my counsel, and would have none of my reproof, wouldn't have anything to do with it. 26. I also in your calamity will laugh, I will mock when your dread cometh. Yeah, how's that working out for you? 27. When your dread cometh as a storm, and your calamity cometh as a whirlwind. It'll come fast, and it'll come strong. 28. Then they will call me, but I will not answer. They will seek me earnestly, but they shall not find me. It's too late. 29. For that they hated knowledge, and they did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They hated to learn, because they didn't want to learn that they were wrong, and they did not choose, so it was their choice not to revere God. 30. They would none of my counsel, they despised my reproof. They hated when I tried to correct them. And because of all that, 31. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. Yeah, whatever you try to do, it'll rebound on you. 32. For the waywardness of the thoughtless shall slay them, and the confidence of fools shall destroy them. 33. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell securely, and shall be quiet without the fear of evil. If you don't listen, you'll be destroyed and killed. If you do listen, you won't have any fear. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.